Dad, mission complete. We took Team Nasty down.
Or?
Okay, maybe not all of Team Nasty, but we did just totally clear out their evil secret base here in BI.II City. That's what they get for besmirching the good name of ice cream.
Or?
We went full spy mode, infiltrating the base by hiding in crates, and then we snagged a bunch of Shadow Pokémon. Luca caught some seahorses, and now I have an evil blue cow. Things were going pretty smoothly for us until we were ambushed by Aquamarine and Jax. Too bad for them. They weren't expecting Mikey's hypnosis and Fanta's big kicks. His kicks are even bigger now because he evolved.
Blaziker!
Oh, gotta go, Dad. It's interrogating time.
Hello, friends. We are back.
We're back.
Where we last left off, our heroes were victorious over Aquamarine and Jax. This base's snag ball machine destroyed, and Fanta freshly evolved into a Blaziken.
Yeah, so much power. Give my regards to Torchic. Remember that sweet Combuskin. Never forget your old shadow roots because now you're a Blaziken. Hit it! Ya-da-da-da. And I want you to imagine when Fred Astaire danced with Ginger Rogers. That's what we attempt in this room.
Oh, bless. It's excellent.
Give my regards to Torchic because now you're a Blaziken. Hit!
Ah! Beautiful. You love to see it. He is dancing about the place in victory.
And he's kicking the machine as he goes along.
And again, it's
Any
definitely
little extra
busted
ball
already.
change, we get a little kick.
Shuffle off to Buffalo, and with each...
Yeah, we're hitting the machine.
Excellent.
That's really all that song is. That's why my brain was getting stumped.
Yeah, that there's not like too much more to it than that. It kind of just repeats that.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well, maybe...
Now she's got to check. She's got to look and find out.
Yeah, no, that's pretty much it.
Well,
you love the classics, right? Keep it simple. You got a chord progression, you got a couple lyrics, we call it a song.
look, nothing wrong with just getting in and getting out.
No.
But you are dancing about the place with Fanta, and as the captives are beginning to come to from their hypnotized state, y'all realize, where's Mikey?
Oh.
And just then, the hallway grows darker as it is wreathed in shadow.
Oh no, reinforcements!
And there is a look of pure fear on Aquamarine and Jax's faces.
Everybody get behind me. Make a triangle formation. We'll get out of this alive, okay?
As the walls are then covered from shadow to this shimmering purple flames. And also, eyes, more sinister than the googly eyes upstairs, begin to sprout from the metal walls.
From the land of the ice and snow.
Both Aquamarine and Jax immediately just pass out from the sheer fright.
Oh, dang.
And a dark figure emerges from the walls. Not a sleek and angular ghost with floating clawed hands, but a rounder figure with spikes on his back and a large, mischievous grin. His semi-translucent body seeming to have a bit of purple flame still dancing around inside of it. Mikey the Haunter has evolved into Mikey the Gengar.
Oh, Mikey, you're actually really cute.
No, I'm not. I'm terrified. What are you talking about?
You're adorable.
Are
you solid now?
I am pure fright. I am pure fright.
You look like a little grape gumdrop.
I am terror, and I am the night. All right, so don't get it twisted.
I'm looking at some fan art of really cute little Gengars
Of
right
just
now.
very adorable Gengar.
Yeah, they're really cute.
I know. Well, I was thinking about how you've been playing the Pokemon Cafe, and there's like a
The
very
cutest
adorable
little
Gengar. But this is not Mikey. Mikey is fear. But friends, happy episode 101.
Yeah. Starting off in the triple digits right.
That's correct. Got a big one last time. Let's just, before we explore the rest of this layer and catch up with, our Team Nasty captive, let's just sort out what all has happened.
Okay, well, we infiltrated and Ringo dropped us off in crates and we explored down the layer and we found Big!
Yes.
Unfortunately, Aquamarine was keeping Big as her Pokemon, and now he's a Shadow Pokemon.
He is, in fact, a Shadow Pokemon
We also
now.
got some other Shadow Pokemon along the way.
Yes,
We got a couple seahorses and a shiny Miltank.
Yes, so to recap the captures and also experience gains from last time, because there was a lot of it all around.
Sure.
Fanta got enough experience to level up to 23 and obviously evolve into a Blaziken. What are some of the new things he has going on now?
Sick disco moves. We've entered the 70s, folks. And awesome pants. Really good pants.
He does have strong bell-bottom pants now.
We increased some stuff. So his HP is 7 now. Attack 9, defense 4, Spatak 4, Spadef 4, speed 3. Some of that stayed the same. Some of it changed. Deal with it.
Yes.
And then we changed his moves.
Yes, you have replaced Peck with U-Turn, which is actually not from the level up necessarily. It's a TM that you have, but you've got that in there now. And then also you have replaced Flame Charge with Blaze Kick. So there you go.
Because that just sounded cool. I wanted to know.
Additionally, he's got 5 advancement points right now. You didn't spend any on anything from the level up since you're holding on to those, I think, for one more level. Is that correct? You're holding out for a feature with those?
Yep.
But that is what he's got. And now his max health is 191. So he's a big boy.
Yeah.
So that's what's going on with Fanta.
Fanta, can I braid your hair one night?
Ah!
That was a yes.
Ah! I gotta make those squawks and caws even more suave now.
Yeah. 70s disco man looking like a jetpack in the sky.
Additionally, Coconut got a good amount of experience, but since he's coming just straight from the base of his level, he didn't have any experience yet, so he didn't get a level up, but he came out with 11 experience. Fanta got 21 experience points.
Yeah, he did a lot of good fighting, though.
Meanwhile, Mikey, from just being out there for the whole thing, all of his battlefield control and everything that he was up to.
Yeah, he really helped a lot.
Mikey got 30 experience points, which was enough to straight up take him up 2 levels.
Wow.
So that he hit level 18 and was able to get that Gengar evolution.
Booyah.
So as part of that, he's now got a max health of 138. He's got 6 HP, 4 attack, 2 defense, 9 special attack, 2 special defense, and 4 speed.
Good stuff.
Oh, yes, oh, yes. He also spent his advancement points that he had available to get the extra move feature. So now he's rocking just a nightmarish move set of Curse, Hypnosis, Dream Eater, Nightmare, and Shadow Ball.
Nice.
So don't let this ghost put you to sleep, because you're in for a bad time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Additionally, from having their experience shares, Diablo and Bonnaroo both got some experience. Diablo got 22 experience and so has leveled up to 11, and Bonnaroo got 30 and so has leveled up 3 times, from 3 up to 6 now.
Moving on up.
The experience share, good for the babies. And then, obviously, with all of your battles and stuff, your Pokemon at the daycare are gradually getting experience, too. Lest we forget and have another Shivakadu situation.
Oh, funny.
But then, aside from those experience gains, Pearl and Luca, and I guess kind of Ringo, did some various miscellaneous snagging of things. So, Pearl, you got the Miltank, you got the 3 Vanillites.
Yeah. Aww. My friends.
And Big,
the
shiny Alpha Octillery.
Whoa, this baby was the best. Okay, this episode and when I got Kangaskhan.
As far as catching episodes?
Yeah, I mean, but those 3 Pokemon are kind of my whole deal. Like Vanillite, you kidding me? And I didn't know Miltank has a lot of history, stigma, iconicness.
Because of Whitney?
Yeah, but I didn't know that the shiny Miltank was blue. Loved that. And now I have a Miltank named Bluebell. That's pretty great. And Big is my honor. I got my honor back. I look at Big. I smush his little face. I got my honor back. He smacks me with smoke. With shadowness. Ah.
Yes, he does not have the same level of friendliness towards you that he did, but there's like, you caught him in a luxury ball, yes?
Yeah.
So since you caught him in a luxury ball, rather than starting at -3, he's going to start at -2. So I think that part of that...
I know it. In your heart, you remember me.
...is that there is a base level deep down of just recognition of, I know this girl. But at the same time...
Like Belle and Beauty and the Beast.
I have so much rage and shadowy fear in my heart.
No! Break my heart.
But then additionally, Luca snagged the Shadow Horsey and Skrelp. He's got 2 Pokeballs that we have not seen what is inside them yet. And he snagged Eugene the Crawdaunt back from Aquamarine so that Eugene can be returned to Tom the Fry Cook.
Huzzah!
And then Ringo has just confiscated the Pokeballs from Jax and Dusty and is like, is this anything?
You guys, we did it!
Yeah, well, I don't really know.
This was amazing. Is Aquamarine? She fainted.
Yes.
I just
so that you guys can have a second.
I just point in her face and laugh. Take that, evil mermaid.
Right. Well, I don't know if it'd be best for us to linger, because I don't know if they got any other security footage or anything in here and how close any reinforcements may be. But for the time being, yeah, we've cleared this out. But so what's the plan here, gang? What are we going to do?
I think we should call Detective Reynolds and have him send, like, someone trustworthy from the International Police and break this sucker down. Blow this pop stand up. Let the hypocrisy be known that this ice cream was bad and that my gut instinct was correct.
Well, that works for me. Tell you what, how about y'all check things out in the rest of here? I'll keep an eye on these 2. I'll bring down Dusty as well, so we got them all hogtied in one place. But y'all can check out the rest of this base down here. I'll get in touch with Reynolds and see if he can get anybody over here to deal with them, take them off to wherever they need to go, and, we'll go from there.
Sure, that sounds great.
All right. Also,
hey,
what's the deal?
Also,
what?
Hey, I put my hand on his shoulder. Good job, partner.
Yeah. Good job, Ringo. Thanks.
Forced it. Oh, thanks, Luca.
Yeah,
He's not responding yet. I think I forced it too much. I'm trying to get something out of him.
No, that totally makes sense.
He kind of did leave us in a crate.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, well.
But you did your job. You did your job well, sir. Way to be the adult that was worth waiting for.
Don't mention it. Also, here's your Charmeleon.
Oh, thanks. I imagine that...
I don't think that he had given it back to you yet,
No,
actually.
he hadn't. I imagine that Diablo sincerely just tackles me. Bah! Okay, all right. It's not wrestling time right now.
Nice. So, with that, you have got your Charmeleon back. Nice. And also...
And for the listeners, I attempted to break the iron safe that is Ringo.
That is Ringo's heart. You have to open the door to Ringo's heart just like you would for a Shadow Pokemon.
Ooh, you right. We want to know that backstory, yo.
He's like, don't mention it, really. Just don't. Don't talk about it.
Why are you afraid of your feelings?
But additionally, he holds out the Pokeballs that he's confiscated from Jax and Dusty. He's like, is this anything? Are these...
Totally. You could help those Pokemon be rehabilitated. Back to normal life.
Wait, well, are they Shadow Pokemon or not? Because I don't know. If they're not Shadow Pokemon, I feel kind of weird about that, but...
I'll pop them out.
All right, so you, with your aura readers, you and Luca can tell that each of them had one Pokemon in a Pokeball that was a Shadow Pokemon. Do you let them out so that you can see what they are?
Yeah, because we can just pop them out and pop them back in with Pokeballs.
Yes. So, from Dusty's Pokeballs, the one that has the shadowy aura, the Pokemon is let out of the ball. And from inside, it's a funky little dude, which looks like just like a lump of coal at first. But also it's like on a weird little wheel and it's got one sort of glowing coal eye. It is a roly-coly.
How have I not known about this Pokemon sooner? That sounds amazing. That sounds like my whole jam. Roly-coly? We should get you like a soda. Yeah, instead of Dr. Pepper, it's Dr. Roly-Coly in this world. Whoa, Roly-Coly is really intense. I've never seen this Pokemon before.
Really? Because I had a Colossal in Sword on my team.
Yeah, I think I was probably dead asleep for that.
That makes sense, yeah. Sure. But yeah, so this shadowy Roly-Coly just starts like zooming around the place and squinting with its big orange glowing eye. And Ringo's like, all right, we're just going to put that right
And
back in there.
it was Shadow.
Yes, that was the one Shadow Pokemon. And then he lets the other one out of the ball, and it looks like just a teacup at first.
Bob, hi, I'm Pearl.
And then
Good day to you. I'd give a little bow.
you give a little bow, and then it just like the teacup, which is floating in air, looks like it's about to like tip itself over and pour shadowy hot contents onto you. And Ringo again says, all right, no, okay, just go right back in there.
Both are Shadow Pokemon. Ringo, you can help us.
Wait, you want me to deal with these things?
I totally think you can do it.
Roll to...
Can you imagine Ringo trying to rehabilitate the teacup Pokemon? LOL.
His Kecleon just stands next to him, just kind of like pats him on the hip, since that's about how high it is. Just
Absolutely.
like, come on, Dad.
What was I rolling for?
You're rolling technically to take charge.
Okay.
You're not really forcing him to do it, but it's, to see if you can convince him.
7.
A 7. Okay, on a 7, he'll do it, but you need to give him some sort of incentive. Why should I make this my problem?
It's not your problem. It's your it's a gift. I mean, these look like really good Pokemon. Are you kidding me? I mean, the coal machine, and I think you could use a little hot cup of tea on the road every now and then. I mean, also, I thought you were a good guy now. So, like, come on, prove yourself. Maybe if I can't open up that safe called your heart, maybe these Pokemon could. Think about it. You on the open road, a fire, a tumbleweed a-blowing, but you pull out your little coal buddy and you have a fire, and the teacup warms itself on top of the little coal buddy, and you realize all along while you sip this tea, you had a heart inside.
As you're describing this scene to Ringo, Kecleon grabbed Zebstrika's Pokeball from off his belt and let Zebstrika out. And as you're describing it, both of them just nuzzle up to him come on.
Come on. Let the family grow, am I right? Now you'll have 4 mouths to feed. 5, including yourself.
Well, 6 with Firo.
Oh, dang, that's a lot. I'm coming out with 2 of these things. Luca's coming out with 2 of these things. It only seems fair. You did work. I don't have any money for you.
I'm going to tell Reynolds to add this to my per diems. I can feed these things. All right, fine. Fine, I'll take him. I'll see what I can do to rehabilitate him or whatever.
Yes! You are a good guy now.
Good guy by contract, Ringo Vasquez. So with that, as Ringo begrudgingly agrees, he says, well, all right, well, fine. Let's not get all mushy or anything. You just go on, see if there's anything else that's worthwhile in here, and I'll keep an eye on these and get in touch with the detective.
Okay.
All right, so you leave Ringo to deal with the hostages, and you make your way to check out the rest of this hideout. So the things that you haven't checked or have partially checked. In the main entrance hall, I don't think that you guys have looked through the crates and stuff.
I want to go down to that room that we didn't get to on the far side of the hallway.
Yes, in the snag ball machine room. The machine is destroyed, and so you can see if there's any kind of salvage or anything that you could do there. The freezer, you've cleared. The room that looked like recruit quarters that Luca saw, y'all have not checked. The Shadow Pokémon training research room has been cleared. And then that room at the end of the hall, y'all have not gotten into yet. But you imagine that you probably could if you got Aquamarine's keys.
I snagged the keys from her. Okay, Luca, let's do this thing. Oh, wait. I pull out 2 spoons, and we walk over to the freezer. Pick your carton.
Let's see. All right, let's see if this is any good. How about, what's this? Just roll 2d6 to see how good of a flavor Luca finds, if there's anything worthwhile in here.
Flat? 7.
7? He finds, it's a flapple pie flavor.
Okay.
The Appleton pie is the better. It's got more of the cinnamon and everything. The flapple pie's a little tart.
Seely?
Oh, no.
You know what you are meant to do.
Oh, no.
Start testing.
Oh, Oh, no.
So while we do this whole scope, Seely will be here
Testing
every
all of the
single
ice
flavor
cream.
with
Okay.
her spoon. Okay?
Great. Did you want to also pick
Oh, yeah,
one
I'm
carton
picking
to
one
test?
up for the road right
Sure.
now.
Go
as
ahead
we
and
search.
just roll 2d6.
Oh, it's also a 7.
A 7. What is the so-so flavor that you find?
I think I find Rocky Road Route 1 or something like that.
Rocky Route 1.
Rocky
yes,
Route 1.
absolutely.
And it's like, I mean, you can't mess it up, but it's also messed up from fear. These Vanillites were making this in fear. And that's why I know. There wasn't enough love. Don't worry. I will dedicate my evenings, because I got a lot of other people who need a lot of other things from me. But I will dedicate every other evening to making ice cream with love together.
All three of the little Vanillites are like,
Yeah, I expect you to work on your own too. But we can do it together.
oh my gosh. Yeah, so have you not sent anybody like to the PC yet?
No.
They're kind of just around currently.
Yeah.
I will say the Shadow Pokémon are probably in the ball so that they don't start causing trouble.
I mean, I know I can't use them in battle.
Right.
Yeah.
But the Vanillite are kind of just like floating around like, what's up? Additionally, Luca says, oh, also, Pearl, I found these 2 Pokeballs and I haven't opened them up yet, but they've got a little emblem on them here, a little gold clapping thing.
Interesting.
I think these might be from the game corner.
What do we do with that information?
That's a good question.
Not easy.
No, because
I don't like that whole thing. And
yeah.
I don't trust that whole thing.
Uh-huh. So yeah, what do we do about that?
I love that you're asking me, but I have no idea. Let's not think about it right now.
All right, well, do we want to know what's inside?
No.
Okay.
Let's keep that. Let's stay ignorant for a little longer.
All right. Okay, yeah, we'll just revisit this later cuz yeah.
I know nothing. What? La 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 la. That's a good guess. It also could be Smoke's emblem. It could also be my Aunt Patricia's emblem. It could also be the Honey Hut emblem.
You have an aunt named Patricia?
Yeah, long story there.
So, which room would you like to check out first? Right now, you are in the snag ball machine room / hallway and freezer.
Can I also leave the Vanillites?
Those are both right
Can I
next to
leave
each
the
other.
Vanillites with Seely, and they're just gonna like help her test like flavors?
Sure.
And Seely will give them notes and stuff.
Sure.
Yeah.
Now,
great.
did you
Seely's
want
on
to?
like a little throne, like the curtains have built up to
Oh
being
my
a chair.
gosh, the ice cream queen.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Dairy Queen.
She is the Dairy Queen.
She is the Dairy Queen. Da, 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 da. I put a crown on top of her head, and then I'll be back.
It's a crown that you fashioned from ice cream cones.
Absolutely.
Bless. So that was all of those rooms are on that side of the hallway. So any of the other stuff is back yonder. Did you want to see if you could try to salvage anything from the snag ball machine or anything like that? Or just kind of be like, it's destroyed, I'm outie.
It's destroyed, I'm out.
Cool.
I'm outie.
So then you pass through the entrance hall, the room of all of the crates that seem as though they kind of just got put here haphazardly.
I want to go to the room with the locked door.
Okay, cool. So you pass through this entrance hall with the crates, you pass the Shadow Pokémon room, and you pass by the living quarters area, and you go straight to the end of the hall. And you can open the locked door now that you do have the key card from Aquamarine.
Let's open it. Oh, I don't need to roll though.
Nah, it just opens because you got the key card.
Booyah.
As you open the door into this room, it does in fact appear to be a Team Nasty admin office.
Ooh.
You see that some of the decor in here, the motifs, do match that of Aquamarine's aquarium office.
Oh, so this is your evil office where you do your evil paperwork. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I find a stapler.
You do in fact find a stapler.
I open it.
You do.
I take out all the staples.
You do.
Good luck.
Can't staple no evil papers now.
No. Don't you hate it when that happens?
Oh, absolutely.
note,
I mean, yeah, when there's no, hate that. So, if you would like to investigate the office here, you can go ahead and roll 2.
No.
Check it out.
It's a 6. Could Luca attempt to help me?
Sure,
Okay.
sure. Just roll for him to lend a hand plus instinct, because it's an instinct roll.
Wow. Good night. It's 2 on the
Oof.
dice.
Yikes.
I can't turn the light switch on. It's dark in here. It's too dark. I can't see.
All right.
Can't see nothing.
Oh, 2 failures, huh?
Yikes.
Oofa doofa.
Where am I at with my lucky feet?
You've used your mixed and your full today.
Well, here I am. Luca, the lights are off. In my brain and physically in this room.
Yeah, okay. So
She keeps this office real clean, folks.
she keeps it very clean, very tidy.
To the 10-year-old eye.
Shreds her files, does all of the things for all of the nefarious deeds, keeping it real,
I hate your efficiency.
keeping it real, tidy, and not inconspicuous, because at this point it's pretty conspicuous.
Man,
but
I don't know if the police could even charge you with anything now.
So here's what I'll say with both of your failures. You are not able to find any other incriminating information or paperwork or anything. Granted, this whole thing is incriminating enough,
Yeah.
but there's no specific intel that you can find that would help you if you were looking for any other Team Nasty information or any other bases or anything like that. All that you can find in this room that is of any note is that there is the desk, which, again, it is kept very tidy, and any files with any information about specific things are either destroyed or not accessible to you in the sense of being able to get into the desk. All of the different drawers seem to be very secured, and additionally, you just are kind of just stumbling around in here, not really sure what is even helpful or not.
Whoa! I fall on the floor.
You do.
Oh, Luca, this place is so clean. Whoa!
Yeah, it's like creepily clean.
Yeah, I mean, she must be a minimalist because this is the smallest desk I've ever seen.
The other things that are of note in this room is that when you came in here, you did hear the sound of running water. You still hear that sound because it's quite loud, but can't really tell where that's coming from. And there is a safe with a combination lock
Love to see it.
that you would have no idea how to get in. It's a pretty obvious safe, so even with a failure, it's not like
You can't
I don't
hide it.
Yeah, it's just there.
It's just part of the room.
Yeah, but that's what you see in this room.
Wow, that's what I like to call whipping it. And I am going to have to pee if I stay in this room longer because of this whole running water thing. Let's go.
All right, so y'all exit that room.
Let's go back to the boxes of entry hallway.
Okay, back in the entry hallway.
Da-da-da-da-da-da! Handy dandy crowbar, thank you. I start to rip apart the boxes.
Great, you use Ricky Jones's crowbar to start to check out the boxes.
Thank you, Ricky Jones, da-da-da-da, for my handy dandy crowbar. I may not be able to find secret info, but I can break apart this box now.
As you start cracking open these crates, you find that many of them are full of snag balls that you would assume had been produced here, but there are other supplies as well. So, will you, Sarah, please roll 2d6, but roll them one at a time and tell me what each one is.
4, 1.
4 and 1, okay.
Give me the 411.
As you are looking through these boxes, also please roll the same way for Luca.
5.
Okay.
6.
So for you, 4 and 1. For Luca, 5 and 6. What you find, aside from snag balls, are some TMs and TRs stashed in these crates. With your 4 and a 1, you find TM4 Ice Punch and TR2 Flamethrower.
Ooh. Those are good with my types, like my preferred types.
Nice. And then Luca with his 5 and a 6 finds TM5 Thunder Punch and TR62 Dragon Pulse. But those are the things of note that y'all find in the crates, aside from just the snag balls.
This is great.
Pretty sweet, yeah.
I put the staples inside one of these crates.
You hide the staples from the office in these crates.
Talk about a Mikey move, am I right? I high-five Mikey.
Nice.
Thanks.
My hand's attached to my body now.
Is he solid?
To the touch, he can be either.
I sneak in a little hug. I give a little squeeze.
He's very, fluffy feeling.
I love him. How is he not cute?
I am terror.
No, you're adorable. Don't tell Luca.
I'm pure fear.
I'll write to you about this. You'll get over it.
I am a nefarious prankster who strikes fear into the hearts of many.
So am I.
I'm gonna have to think about that.
Talk to Ringo about it. It's true.
But that's what you all find in these crates in the entrance hall.
Okay, let's swing back to the freezer. Sealy, how's it going? Okay, so you're saying the vanilla base is strong because it's catering to the natural talents of the Vanillite. But the chocolate base is weak. And therefore, we need to bump up the premium cocoa to a semi-sweet blend. Oh, wow. You really think there could be a palette for the dark chocolate crowd? Oh, a bittersweet cherry. I'm with you. Okay. I love your vision, Dairy Queen. I love it. Stop it. What? You're saying that you think this milk tank could actually be used for good? You're right. Where else would we get that much dairy naturally? All right. I can't question you, Dairy Queen. You know I am your loyal subject. And we bow. Me and Vanillite.
You bow. You bow to the Dairy Queen. Beautiful.
Okay.
Is there anything else that you want to check out while you are down here, or are you calling it?
Oh, let's go in the living quarters.
Cool. You go back down the hall to these quarters, and it appears to be that it is living quarters specifically for, recruits. It's nothing fancy. There's bunks and trunks at the end of the bunks. So if you would like to look around in here and check things out, you certainly may.
Yeah, I want to look in the trunks.
Cool beans. Check out those trunks. Go ahead and just roll to survey environment.
Wow. I'm sorry, world. What would I add?
Instinct.
7.
Okay, 7. So that is a mixed. So you are able to find something. So here's what you got. In this recruit quarters here, you and Luca both start looking through the trunks and everything, and you see that on the trunks there are names. Like there's one for Dusty, there's one for Jax, there's one that says Jet, there's one that says Big Trav.
Ooh.
Yeah. So
I take note of all these names.
Great.
Can I also take a photo of these cabins and stuff?
Sure.
Great.
You can take photos and things with your Poke gear. But specifically in Dusty's trunk, you find what just looks like a rock at first. Like a nice rock.
Cool.
And Luca, as he's sorting through, finds just a really cool pair of black sunglasses in Jax's.
Nice.
And with your 7, both of y'all find just amongst the trunks 2 Pokeballs and 1 Great Ball each.
Oh, cool. Score. It's called that. Catching bonus. Okay, can I ask you something else that I could possibly find and you can tell me yes or no?
Sure.
Can I find a recruitment brochure?
I think that if there was going to be information like that, it probably would have been something in Aquamarine's office.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So I think that with the failure in there and with the 7 in here, I don't know that there's necessarily one of those that you find.
Because I've witnessed one of their PowerPoints before, But I was curious if they had a brochure.
Gotcha. There's probably a brochure somewhere.
What would you say, what's the quality of this room?
What's the quality? It's not dirty. And it's not the nicest thing ever. It's very obviously for grunts, but it's not
it's not
living in
slums.
squalor. Yeah.
Okay,
No.
darn.
It's still nicer than being out on the streets or something.
It's debatable. I mean, is it on the same level of a Poke Center?
Yeah.
Bummer. Okay, I was hoping for a little worse.
No, there has to be some allure to join.
Nah, You bad sour ice cream. Oh, pause in the podcast. One time I did actually get a carton of sour ice cream.
Oh.
It was so disturbing.
Oh, that is deeply troubling.
It was creepy. It was really creepy.
Ugh.
Yeah, like, I don't know. When you've experienced that once, you know that you're really, really locked into loving ice cream because you're getting so much of it that actually happened to you.
Yeah, statistically, that is not a thing that would happen to most.
All right, that's my story. Unpause.
I'm glad you just still have love and trust in your heart for ice cream after that.
Absolutely.
Wow. That could turn somebody against the whole thing.
Never. All right, so they're not living in squalor.
Correct.
Lottie freaking da.
So do y'all leave that room at that point after observing that the conditions are not terrible here for the grunts?
Yeah.
Hello, friends. Jonah here to say thank you for listening to Postcards from Pearl. I'd like to take a moment to tell you about our fabulous partner, Dice Envy. This week, check out their new Shadow Storm dice set. These dice with purple and blue swirls and gold numbering are perfect for all of your Team Nasty needs. You could get 10% off of your purchase at Dice Envy by going to diceenvy.com/Questco or by using promo code QuestCo at checkout. That's QUESTCO for 10% off of your entire order. If you're a fan of what we do here on Quest Company Jr. and you want to help us out, please go to our page on the Apple Podcasts app or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast and leave us a rating and review. It is a huge help to us and we read every review that comes in. And if you really love what we do here at Quest Company Jr. and you want to take that next step in supporting us, please consider becoming a Patreon subscriber. For as little as $2 a month, you can help us with necessary expenses, help us continue to improve the quality of the show, and get access to exclusive content and patron rewards. If you'd like to give us that support, you could do so at patreon.com/QuestCompanyPodcast. You can find the link to the Patreon on our website, QuestCompanyJr.com. If you'd like to contact us, you could do so directly through our website or by finding us on Instagram and Twitter at QuestCoJr. You can also hang out with us in our Quest Company Discord and get all the latest updates on Monster Fight and Pocket Monster Fight. We recently released the PMF 1.5 update, and there's lots of fun goodies inside, along with some big updates to trainer pads and features. Also, the digital character sheet has gotten another major update. It's looking amazing. Thank you to Kyle with a K for all of the work on that. If you want to check all that out in the Discord, the link to it is on our website and Twitter. We know that word of mouth is the best way to get people listening to a new podcast, and that is especially true for independent shows like ours. So we would love to see you posting about the podcast and telling your friends about us. If we see you tweeting about us or posting fan art using hashtag QuestCoJr or hashtag Postcards from Pearl, you might get a character named after you on the show. And if you or your kids have fan art of the podcast that you want to share, just make sure when you post it to tag us so that we can see it. Speaking of word of mouth, thank you to everyone's favorite former Haunter, now Gengar, Mikey, over at Pokemon Crossroads for featuring us during Pokemon Podcast Month. And thanks to all you listeners who sent in feedback about the show. We really appreciate it. Speaking of fan art, we've gotten some more amazing art sent to us since our last episode. Thank you to Fairy Tale Girl MB at MBurgundy on Instagram for an awesome piece featuring a corrupted Luca. It very much gives Darkrai Cygnus Suit vibes for those of you who play Pokemon Masters. It's very cool, and if you haven't seen it, go check out our Instagram and Twitter where we'll be sharing it, or on the fan art page of the website, or on the Discord. Quest Company Jr. is a proud member of Podicon Go, a group of independent podcasts supporting high-quality content that's fun for the whole family. Podicon Go is your reliable corner of the internet for the kind of podcast that everyone can enjoy, with shows ranging from animal facts to stories to audio dramas to RPG actual plays and more. Check them out at podicongo.com. I'd also like to take a moment to thank the amazing artists whose music is featured in this episode. Thank you to FoolBoyMedia for the songs Video Game Land, Tunnels, and Acid Lounge. Thank you to GlitchxCity for Pokemon Tower Remix version 2. Thank you to Mikel and GameChops for the song Route 3. Thanks to Pokénerd Scott for Something Nasty This Way Comes and Absolutely Nasty. Thank you to Zane for Hoenn Diving Remastered. Thanks to Joseph Cash for the Sour Ice Cream Samba. Thank you to the Tap Room for Before the Sundown. Thanks to Mary for Ice Cream Kisses. Thank you to Nylonia for Standoff. Thanks to Raymond Grouse for One for You, Three for Me. And thank you to Walt Adams for the song Dark Tavern. And thank you to TabletopAudio.com for providing the ambient sounds. That's all for me, so let's get back to the action. Thank you for joining us here at Quest Company Jr. So what are you doing then? Are you meeting back up with Ringo? What's the plan?
Yeah.
All right, so you go back to him, and at this point, he's kind of collected the others.
Any word from Detective Reynolds?
Yeah, he says he's gonna send some friends over to deal with these three, but we're not gonna involve local law enforcement on this one.
I had a feeling he would say that.
Yeah, no, we're gonna try to keep this one under the radar, and I think that this Silly Scoop location may be temporarily closed.
Great. I probably rolled too low to find this, but is there, do they have security footage here, and is there a way to turn it off?
To turn off security footage?
Mm-hmm.
There's not anything that you saw, like a security console or anything down here, but there is also, like, a full regular business upstairs.
Right, okay.
Or maybe in a manager's office, or something like that, that there could be that sort of a situation.
Okay, Ringo, here's what I think.
Yeah, y'all find anything else good?
No, it's pretty squeaky clean down here. They really are minimalists on this team. They don't like clutter, and they don't like frills.
So no cash or anything, huh?
Here's a great ball.
I don't need a great ball. You're fine.
Here's what I would propose.
All right.
Well, let me get what you think, Ringo. Do you think there would be a way to coerce? It's not Jack's upstairs. Who is it again?
Dusty has also been brought down here and sort of hog-tied up with the rest. So they're all down here.
Do you think there's a way, and we're speaking away from the group, okay?
Sure, yes.
Do you think there's a way to get Dusty to operate as normal?
Like to run the ice cream parlor?
Yeah, how far away is Detective Reynolds?
I mean, I don't think he's coming himself. He was dealing with some
how far do you think
business,
away the trusted international police are?
Oh, gosh, I mean, my hope is that they'll be here by this evening. But...
Oh, okay, great. I was just thinking if it was going to take longer, we might need somebody to keep up the front so that no one would get suspicious.
Sure,
but
yeah.
no, I think we're fine then. I'm not worried about it.
No, yeah, and I think that...
I think anybody who comes trying to storm this castle will just protect it.
Yeah, and I don't know where anybody else is at, if there's any other recruits or anything here in town, or if they're all anywhere else. I'm not quite sure offhand. There wasn't any information about any other operatives who are around here or anything like that.
Right, but we could have Sealy sit on their feet and see what information we can get out. I give a curtsy. I say, Ringo.
Yep.
This is a moment. It's a rare moment, and Luca probably will document it. I would like to swallow my pride and ask you to interrogate the three of them.
All right.
I know I am the best interrogator, but I also know I could stand to learn a little bit from someone like you when asking these pointed questions.
Well, I suppose I can be persuasive.
When was your first interrogation? They're still asleep. Tell me about the first time you had to interrogate somebody.
Oh gosh, I mean it was years and years ago, and look,
Yeah.
I don't want to recount any unpleasantness here, but I know how to get answers. Don't worry about it.
All right, when did you first knew you got bit by that interrogation bug? For those who may not know what I'm goofing off of, it's just bit by the theater bug.
Well...
Did you ever interrogate like a Pokemon at the age of 3?
No, not a Pokemon, no, but there was one time when my prized stuffed stuffed Poké doll did he have at a young age that was stolen? Feel like maybe it was a little like stuffed Growlithe toy that he had.
What's the little like pink blob that I really liked in Gastrodon?
Well, nah, there was just one time when I was little and I had a little stuffed Gastrodon doll that I had, and well, it got stolen, and well, let's just say I wasn't afraid to do a old shakedown on the playground, if you know what I mean.
That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Got it back.
Cool. Well, do your best/worst.
All right. So just so that I'm not talking to myself, you.
No. And I will say, he's like, all right, if you're gonna do this, like, you need to sit in the corner and actually be quiet, Pearl, because I'm not gonna do this and have you mess it up with something like the Sealy sitting on feet.
Yes.
Like, you are an apprentice. Act like one.
Yeah. Sure.
And that's hard for Pearl to hear, but she does sit down on a little stool.
Says, if you want to see how it's done, then you're going to sit there and watch and see how it's done.
And she's like, okay. And like, she sits down with a big tub of ice cream.
You do. Is there anything else that you want to inform him of anything that is here in the base that he could specifically touch on, or are you just trying to get like general information?
Ooh, what a great question.
Like, is there anything that you specifically want to communicate to him that you have learned in your looking around and stuff?
We tell him what we saw. And unfortunately, I rolled so low that I don't have much.
Sure.
But Aquamarine's asleep, right?
At this point, I think that it has been long enough since they were initially, knocked out and everything, that now they have just been sort of bound and gagged, and they're all tied up in a clump together. They're on the floor with each other, but y'all have been out of earshot from them for these conversations and everything, but now they are up so that they can be interrogated.
Okay, then, I just tell them what we saw, which was very little.
Okay, cool. So then, as Ringo goes to begin interrogating these Team Nasty operatives, go ahead and have Ringo roll to demand answers with advantage.
Booyah! Oh my goodness, these rolls.
Yeah, you've really more bad ones?
The first roll was 3.
Yikes.
So the second roll was a 6, thank goodness. I'm replacing the 1 with a 6. 7, 8.
Okay.
8 flats.
An 8. All right. So they are pretty tight-lipped on the whole. So for each one of these, he can, go through, interrogate them one at a time to see what he can get. So who's he starting with?
He's starting with Aquamarine.
Okay, so starting with Aquamarine. For demand answers, wants information. He's going to get it. So on a 7 to 9, you can ask one from the demand answers list, and whoever's answering has to answer honestly. So he can ask, what are you trying to do? How could I convince you to fill in the blank? How could I get you on my side? What's your real plan? What do you want from me? Or if there's anything specific like about their operation that you're wanting to know, you could sub that out for something along those lines. But those are the base questions for demand answers.
Does Ringo notice a ring on her finger?
He does not.
If I ask, how could you convince me to open the safe? Then what if she's like...
How could I convince you to open the safe?
Yeah. And then what if she's like, yeah, eat my left toe? What if she just gives me something stupid?
No, I mean, she would give you the answer of what it would take.
Death. I don't know. Okay. I'm thinking about it from a Pearl aspect. I need to think about it from a Ringo aspect. And Ringo would say, now look here. You're not in too good of a position. Believe me, I've worked with these two, unfortunately, before, and it resulted, first off, in me being tied up just like you are right now. And it wasn't the prettiest of pictures. And he shares how he got caught with Mooney and how he realized the best thing at the end of the day was for me to switch sides as soon as I could so that I could get on the better outcome for me. And I think we're quite like-minded in that situation. And I think the fact that a 10-year-old just took you to school isn't a good outcome for someone as capable as yourself. And this is coming from someone who had the exact same thing happen. It sucks. But I promise you, the tighter-lipped you are, and the more unwilling you are to work with us, only is gonna result in more pain for you. Because I hate to break it to you, sugar, all your friends, or maybe more than friends, they ain't worried about you, or else they would already be here helping you. They're gonna protect themselves, and only themselves. Take it from my advice. And then he's gonna ask, so, how could we get you on our side?
Interesting. Very interesting.
Me, Pearl, I don't want her on my side. I'm already angry. I'm shoveling this stupid rocky road 1 in my mouth, and I'm chomping at the spoon because I do not like this woman. Do not like her.
Absolutely. I think that Aquamarine is cold and composed, and she says, I don't think you know who you're talking about, and I don't think you realize who you're dealing with. Try and lock me up. I'll get out. They'll come for me. I don't know who you were running with, but you obviously didn't have friends in the right places.
Oh, I knew it. She was the worst. She's the worst. She's the worst.
So, to answer the question, what could I do to get you on my side? Does not seem as though she is budging from her position. Her loyalty appears to be quite strong to Team Nasty, and you assume specifically to Waylon, based on the photo of them in her office. That is her honest answer.
Well, she's a jerk. Okay, well, your honesty sucks. All right, does he get to roll for the other people, or is that just, the roll is what I got?
No. He can ask each one of them individually. I don't know if he's taking them aside or doing it all at once. What do you think? Is he taking them aside to do this?
No, he's doing it all at once, and he goes, oh, well, that's admirable. We'll see how that pans out. What about you boys? She seemed to be the one in power, and well, look what that wound her up to be. Seems like you ain't got as tight up the ladder as she does. And it certainly seems like she's gonna put herself before you. So, what are y'all thinking?
Who are you asking this to, Jax
Dusty.
or Dusty? Dusty, okay.
Dusty.
Go ahead.
It's directed towards both of them, but we'll ask Dusty first.
Sure, all right, so go ahead and roll to demand answers from Dusty.
Ugh, 7.
7, okay. What is the one question that you're asking Dusty?
What do I need to get inside of Aquamarine's safe? Where does she keep the combination, or what do I need to break into this safe?
I haven't ever been in the safe myself. I've been in the safe upstairs for the ice cream, but I haven't been in the safe in her office, so I don't know. I don't know if she keeps it written anywhere. I doubt it, and she's giving me a very nasty look right now. But look, I don't know. You'd probably have to get her to tell you. I don't know. Have you already checked her office? Yeah, we've already checked her office. Yes, we looked. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, you'd probably just have to get her to tell you what the combination of the safe is, because I don't know. I'm not that high on the. Not that high on the, I'm not that top of the food chain. I just work here, so you'd have to get her to tell you what the combination is. If you haven't found it written down anywhere.
Pearl is red in the face. It looks like she could explode. She's never been this quiet in her whole life. He regags Dusty.
Yeah.
He's done. He's done.
So can I make any kind of drug?
Well, it seems to me like no one's really taking this seriously. And he does not question Jax.
Mm-hmm.
And he drags them all 3 into the freezer.
Okay.
And he leaves them there.
He does. He closes the door to the freezer
He's like,
with all of them
get
tied
out
up.
of here, Sealy.
You know now.
Well, actually, maybe Sealy can guard him.
Sure.
Yeah,
to make sure there's no funny business.
Yeah, Sealy will guard him.
Yeah.
That did not go well.
You're rolling really bad today.
Yeah, I sure am. Would Ringo have any idea on how to break a safe? I know how to break a safe from all the spy movies I've watched, which is water and cold, which we certainly have that here.
Wait, so you're asking a hardened former criminal if he knows how to bust up into a safe?
Exactly, says Pearl. And she also said the thing about the spy movies.
Let me see if I can take a crack at it. So you take him back into Aquamarine's office where there is the safe. Mm-hmm. And what would you like for him to do?
What are his Pokemon again?
So he's got Kecleon and Zebstrika and Fearow. And he now has in his possession the Shadow, Sinistea, and Roly-Coly.
Okay, Pearl is going to give him one of the Vanillites.
Sure.
And say, here, maybe she can help you freeze this safe.
All right, so we can try to bust it open in there.
Yeah, and here's a stethoscope.
All right.
So you can hear the gears. I've heard that those are helpful. Also, check my reflex really quick. Kick! It worked as I sit on this desk.
All right, so go ahead and just roll for him. Let's see here. 2d6 plus 2.
There it is. I knew it. I felt it in my bones. I so felt it in my bones that all of the chunky rolls were gonna get that roll karma back. It's straight 6s on the dice.
Critical success.
Critical success.
Critical success for the criminal to break into the safe.
Yes!
It makes perfect sense. This is why you waited for an adult.
Yes.
Luca just stands back and watches like, I'm impressed.
Luca's taking notes.
I'm impressed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, I've gotten in some safes in my time. I'm impressed.
Does he actually use the Vanillite to help freeze some things?
Yeah.
And use precipitation?
He does.
Yes!
It's a combination of that and...
I'm so happy about that. Oh, I cannot wait for this next moment.
It's a combination of the Vanillite using the cold, Zebstrika then heating it up since it knows flame charge. Kecleon is the one who has the stethoscope, but then instead of the stethoscope, actually just like sticks his tongue on there and is like,
A little to the left, a little to the right, yeah.
And Fearow uses drill peck to get in there.
This is awesome. Is it so good that we don't set any alarms or anything?
You do not with the critical success, no.
Also, this is so random, but I like to think that when Ringo hog-tied Dusty and brought him downstairs, he also locked the front door and put a closed sign on.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, okay, great.
For sure,
That might have gone without saying, but I just wanted to say it.
Absolutely. But yes, he would have definitely done that.
Oh, awesome. I'm so proud. Pearl is dancing on this desk. Yes. Ha! Take that, you evil mermaid. My honor. Ringo, you're amazing. Yes. She tries to flip the desk over, but she's too weak.
It is a heavy desk.
She kicks the stapler again.
You do kick the empty stapler. From opening the safe, first of all, there is money, and there are items.
Ringo is happy.
It's like, cash. Perfect. There's money, and there are items, which I will get into. But additionally, the drill peck specifically and the kind of vibrations from that against the wall cause a panel on this back wall to crack open just a little bit, and the sound of the running water gets louder.
Ooh.
And additionally, what is one piece of information regarding Team Nasty operations that you would like there to be in the safe? There is one piece of information, a file or something that is tucked here in the safe that Aquamarine would have.
Well, so here's what I'm thinking, and you can guide me and tweak it so that it fits. But I would like the information of the scientist who is building the snag machines, building the Pokeballs, and whose technology this really is and where they live.
Okay, you would like to know.
Like, kind of like how our Professor Nichols.
Yes.
You know, like, who is there, the head of this?
Right.
And has the brain to make what they need.
Sure, sort of in the same sense as how Tyler seems to be the head scientist of like a Team Smoke.
Yeah. And it could be I guess I don't really care. Like, it could be in relationship to the technology they already have. They're just making more. But if there is a more important mechanism that they are making, I want it to be related to that person. Like, if they're like, oh, these were just the beginning snag machines. Now we're going to create a massive net that falls down from the sky. You know, like, whoever that guy is.
Sure.
I would like the name and information for that person.
Okay, so that is what you want to ask. Who's the person / what are they working on?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who's the person? What are they working on? How do we find them?
Sure. The best way that those things can be communicated in one document.
Absolutely. So I respect if it doesn't all line up in this moment, but
Sure.
the key to those questions are being found here.
Sure. So with that question, first of all, in the safe, there is money. There is 24,000 Poké dollars in the safe, and Ringo says, well, that should split up nicely 3 ways.
How much?
There's 24,000, so after Ringo takes his cut, it would be 8,000 each.
See, Ringo, it does pay off to be a good person sometimes. Most of the time. All the time. All the time. All the time.
But then there are, interestingly enough, a couple of pieces of jewelry in here.
Ooh.
It seems as though this is a souped-up jewelry box to some degree.
Oh, I can't wait what we're going to do next.
In addition to having just information and money.
Love.
But there are 2 necklaces. One of them has what looks like a very fancy coin on it. And one of them has a shell that if you jingle it about, it almost has like a sort of bell ringing sound. You have found an amulet coin and a shell bell here in this safe. In addition to the, let me clarify, hard stone and black glasses that you and Luca found from the bunks earlier. And then also inside, there is a file folder, like a manila folder, with information regarding what specifically the snag faction of Team Nasty is working on. This folder contains notes, mostly typed, but also with just notes scrawled that, by looking at them, you see that these notes are from Waylon, who is the head of the snag faction, and it seems the mind behind the snag tech. These notes are on stationery bearing the Naztech logo, which would tie it to the Naztech that, you know, allegedly does or does not exist in Shiitake City, according to the aquarium notes. But these notes specifically are related to their work on attempting to recreate the snag machines like the ones that you and Luca have, since their prototype was taken from the Portobello warehouse. But that also they are working on an even bigger piece of snag tech. And there are different notes that perhaps it is a bigger snag machine, perhaps it is a more intense snag ball, or there's even one note that's like maybe a big net. But that they are in the process of working on a piece of snag tech so powerful that it could in fact capture a legendary Pokemon. But that is what they're working on.
What's up with the running water?
As you're flipping through these notes and everything, Luca's like, oh, hey, check this out. And he moves that panel a little further out of the way. And it seems like there is an escape hatch out of Aquamarine's office that leads into what looks like a drainage pipe.
Oh, okay.
That from the way the water is flowing, you would probably assume would lead out to Bay Bolette.
Man, these nasty and smoke teams, they love their underground tunnels.
It's true.
Okay. Ringo smiles and goes, now this is something we can work with. And I would like to think we, swipe all the evidence. We take pictures of everything in that manila envelope.
Sure.
We forward it to Detective Reynolds.
Sure.
So that it can live in multiple places.
Yes.
And then he goes, Pearl, and he puts the shell necklace on me.
Uh-huh.
And he wraps the other amulet necklace around my wrist. He goes, you're going to like this part. And I'm like, ooh, okay. He goes, now still stay quiet, I beg of you, Pearl. Okay. And then, okay, so we sent all that information. Detective Reynolds.
Yes. You pass all of that information along via pictures and everything the best you can. Yes.
We're going to go back in and try to get Jax. Okay?
Okay, so
All right.
they are all in the freezer and they are all shivering.
Okay, beautiful. Oh, Luca is wearing the cool sunglasses.
Sure.
He found. We go back into the freezer, and how much time has passed?
Oh gosh, I think it's probably been
An hour?
not since you left them there. I'd say probably like 20 minutes. Since
Okay.
you just walked down the hall and got into the safe and looked through the stuff. I don't think it took that long.
Ringo looks real quick on his phone how long he can leave people in the freezer before they die. And we wait a little longer.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, we're just hanging out now. Okay.
Great.
We eat some ice cream ourselves. Maybe we order some takeout. We pick
Yes.
it up at the front door.
Oh my gosh.
We're eating some Chinese food, okay, upstairs.
You leave them
hanging
to
out.
chill out for a little bit.
Absolutely, absolutely. He goes, see, now the trick is, Pearl, you can't make them feel like you want that information that badly in some ways, you know? You can't be too needy. Oh, wow, really? You think I'm needy?
Yes. Yes.
Undeniably, yes. But we're just laughing, and Pearl is definitely playing ice cream shop upstairs, too.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, it's her dream. She's loving it. Today's a great day, guys. Okay, let's make a triple whip. We're like trying all these different combos. The Vanillites are like, this is what happiness is.
Oh my gosh. Have you nicknamed any of the Vanillites yet, or are you still just feeling it out?
The one who broke into the safe will definitely stay with Ringo.
Okay.
Luca,
Yeah?
I want to do a selfless act. And
Which-
you know it's
which
a
is?
selfless act when you say it out loud.
That's typically how it works, yeah.
Here! Happy early birthday! I give him a Vanillite.
You give him one of the Vanillite. Thanks, Pearl.
You're welcome! And then I keep the one little Vanillite that was licked.
Yes, for sure. For sure. And then he says, well, do you want to hold on to the horsey or the skrelp, or also we've still got to deal with these guys?
I don't know what you're talking about, she says blankly.
He's like, but we're gonna have to deal with this sooner or later.
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you guys the names of your Vanillites really quick.
Okay, sure.
Okay, the name of Ringo's Vanillite is Larry. The name of Luca's Vanillite is Mo.
I knew it. As
And
soon
the-
as you said Larry, I knew
And the
it.
name of my Vanillite is Curly.
I knew as soon as you said Larry, I was like, there's three of them. She's going Three Stooges. Great.
Absolutely.
You name all these little female Vanillites Larry, Curly, and Mo.
Oh, I love it.
Oh my gosh. You do. Those are their names.
I love actually who it lines up with who gets what. That Mo is the actor that Luca is getting. It's so funny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man, that's funny, y'all.
You have distributed the Vanillites.
Curly! No! Oh, no, I love you too. Okay, back down to the freezer we go.
Okay. You go back down to the freezer after it has been a little while. But not long enough that any permanent damage would be done to any of your captives
Yeah,
here.
no
Sure.
one's missing toes, but they are uncomfortable.
Yes.
And Ringo does a little knock knock. You mind if we all come in? Oh, wait, you're tied up. Of course you don't mind. Come on in here, guys. And Pearl walks in with the necklaces and stuff. And she's just like, hops onto the little ice cream stack. And she's like, oh. And Luca just kind of leans his shoulder against the other ice cream stack with the shades on. And does it get any reaction from Aquamarine?
Roll 2d6 plus instinct. It's kind of like a perceived motive.
It's a 6.
A 6, she is ice cold.
Haha. That's perfect. Okay.
If she is upset, she is not showing it.
Okay. And Ringo points his energy to Jax. And he says, now, Jax, I'm sure you can recollect maybe where these sunglasses came from.
Yeah, no, those are my sunglasses.
And,
I actually really, they're not prescription. I can't. They're not prescription sunglasses.
Sure, and also Ringo, while he's
But I really like him, and I really would like to have my sunglasses back.
while Ringo is interrogating, he's tossing the Pokeballs also that we found in the safe.
He's just juggling.
No. It's like that cool thing when someone's like got an apple, and every now and then they toss it.
Sure.
You know, it's cool.
He's not juggling.
And he goes, "Oh, well, Jax, that's such a shame. Such a shame. It's also such a shame that this fine collection of jewelry is now in the hands of a sticky 10-year-old. What do you say? Oh, sorry. Ooh. Shiny.
You're like, what are you talking about? But also your hands and mouth are all covered in ice cream residue.
Yeah. And I want you to know personally, Jax, any of Miss Aquamarine's so special information. He holds up the manila folder. Well, let's just say it ain't so special anymore. I know how to break into a safe, if you get what I mean, Jax. And so I want you to know, and he taps the manila folder on Aquamarine's head as he kind of circles and weaves in between the two of them.
This has now gotten a visible reaction from her.
Good. I want you to know, Jax, that, anything you know, you should say now, before these precious sunglasses are no more. And he goes to Luca. Luca? And
Yep.
Luca takes them off. And then pulls out Two Fists and sets them on a carton of ice cream. And Two Fists, yes, he goes, Toofy, you know, he has a real balanced diet, but every now and then he just loves to chomp.
Okay, all right. Okay, so here's the thing. You know what? You can keep the sunglasses if you want. They are favorite pair, and they were given to me by a real good friend. But here's the thing. I would love very much to not be tied up in a freezer anymore. More so, and would love to be able to leave with my Pokemon. That would be real nice if we can work that out. Yeah.
Those are some mighty pretty demands there, Jax.
Yeah, sure, but you can keep the you can keep the sunglasses.
Real nice demands. And you know what? You ain't got a candle to stand on.
I wouldn't want to stand on a candle anyway.
I'm sorry, Pearl comes out every now and then, guys. Jax, here's the thing. You seem like a very popular person. Maybe got quite a few friends in the network.
Yeah,
Jax, look at me.
Yeah, I'm very personable.
Jax, I want every name you know. I want to know every person in your life, and I want to know every person you've bumped across the street. Jax, I want to know every nasty recruit by name.
I'll tell you the ones that I know. And if
Jax, you're gonna tell me the ones you know, and you're even gonna tell me the ones you don't.
I don't exactly know how that's gonna work.
See, here's the thing, Jax. You're mine now, and you work for me.
Does that mean that I can get out of this freezer?
Well, Jax, of course it does. And it also means you're gonna get some nice Mongolian beef upstairs. Come on up, buddy, we got stir fry. And he starts to hoist him up, and we walk out, and he goes, I hope you know, Dusty, same could be offered to you.
Oh no, I would very much like to cooperate. This is, I would, yeah, and Aquamarine just is fuming.
And then Luca picks up Dusty.
Okay.
Luca and Pearl walk out with Dusty and Jax. And Ringo turns to Aquamarine. Shame you didn't want to join our side. Hope you enjoy some sorbet while you freeze here alone. Shame Waylon doesn't want to join you.
And with a cold look, Ringo closes the freezer door, leaving Aquamarine inside until your reinforcements arrive.
Yeah.
But that is where we'll end this episode.
Yeah!
Are you looking for high-quality, family-friendly podcasts? Shows that are safe for younger or more sensitive listeners? Podicon Go is a reliable corner of the internet for the kind of podcasts that everyone can enjoy. From educational programs to conversational topics and incredible storytelling and role-playing shows in a variety of styles, themes, and age groups. Podicon Go is a group of independent podcast creators dedicated to creating high-quality programs that provide family fun for everyone. Visit podicongo.com for an ever-growing lineup of shows, complete with descriptions and ways you can listen. Connect with the Podicon Go Family-Friendly Podcast Network on Facebook and Twitter. PODICON. Go! It's podcast fun for everyone. Podicon Go!
Thank you for listening to Postcards from Paul and Quest Company Jr.
Postcards from Pearl is a fan-made podcast and is not affiliated with Nintendo, Game Freak, or the Pokemon Company.